Summer vacation is over. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday, as I like to call it. Blakk Crown Comics taking over. Joined today by Mr. Hollywood. Mr. Sunday night, 9 p.m.'s Mr. Blakk Crown Comics. If you missed it, he launched his own channel, so he's rocking it with some celebs now. He was graciously feeling, hey, you know what? I'm gonna come to the Newbieverse. So we're doing this today. So let's get it going. Let's bring in Mr. Blakk Crown Comics. What's going on, man?
Not much. I am nowhere close to Hollywood. I'm here ready to rock with my jewels. Let's do this. Let's have a good time tonight.
Only like 4 people are gonna know exactly what that jewels thing was about. So it's okay. But what's going on, dude? Summer vacation's over. We took 3 weeks off. Let's see, moved to a new house, went to Terrificon, started buying cards. It is what it is. Like, how's your last 3 weeks been?
Phenomenal. But we gotta ask, what's going on with you? We see some creepy videos with the Iron Man mask. Now you're into cards. This is what's up. This is what's up.
New house. So still trying to decorate this office. It's a bigger room, like this way, like out that way. You guys can't see. So one way here is bigger, so I might rearrange. But I actually got that Iron Man mask or helmet at Terrificon. So I was pretty pumped. It was either the Mark 1 or there was like the original Iron Man one. I decided to go to that one because like I've never seen this one. And they only had 3 of them. From the get-go, like right on Thursday, it was just like they only had 3 of them. So I'm like, But then of the original helmet, they had like 50 of them. So I'm like, maybe I'm gonna go with rarity. I will tell you, my wife came in here the other day. Mm-hmm. You know, she sees what I have, and then she turns just before she leaves, and she goes, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, dude,
what do you mean? What the hell is that?" She goes, "What is that?" And I was like, That's Iron Man's helmet, like the first one in the cave. It's like the Mark 1. Like, look at the comic. And she's like, you don't want me to wear that, or you're not gonna wear that, right? I'm like, no.
Depends when, baby.
I don't want no either. No, I don't want either. So it's kind of cool. I'm still figuring out where I'm gonna put it, what I'm gonna do with it. So but it was pretty cheap, and it was like my one. Actually, it was like the third biggest purchase I made at Terrificon. So
I don't even want to imagine how it was crossing the border. Did they question you at all with this mask?
No. Actually, you know what? We were in and out. I was freaking out because I had bought like 4, 7. I think I had brought over like 8 or 9 mega boxes, like for cards. So I was like really worried that they were gonna like, be like, hey man, what the fuck you bringing over and blah blah blah. But like, we had kind of done our homework, right? So like over 72 hours, I think is like $1,000 each or 2,500. I can't remember. Like Greg kind of took over, Rocksteady took over that. But like the whole drive from Terrificon back home, I was like, yo, if they pull us over, like we're, like you're saying that these cards are yours, and this, like I was freaking out. I was coming up with like all these excuses. So luckily it didn't happen, because literally what ended up happening. And Wes is in here. But I was freaking out. So we get to the border, and the guys, we got a cool guy. So he's like, hey, where are you guys coming from? And we were like, oh, Terrificon. And the guy's just like, oh, what's that? And we were like, oh, it's like a Comic-Con in Connecticut. And he either knew his shit or he wanted to catch us, because he was like, oh, I thought San Diego was already passed. And I go, oh yeah, so like San Diego has one, like that's one of the major ones. And then I said like, New York, C2E2, and then I forget what other one I said.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, so like cities have their own. And I go, yeah, blah 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 blah. And then he goes, oh, like what do you read? And I was like, oh, Marvel, DC, indie, this, that. And I started talking whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And then he was just like, go ahead. So I was like, all right. But I was nervous the whole time. Like they Wesley and Rocksteady could tell you, I was freaking out. So
you made it sound like you were smuggling something illegal across.
Okay, so here's the thing. So maybe some of you guys might not know, right? Rocksteady, BC, I think you might know, but and Justin, so I had brought some books that I was told this gentleman was going to buy off me, like half my collection, and then he kind of went silent for 2 weeks leading up to Terrificon. So I was just kind of like, Shit. Okay, well maybe I'll bring them to Terrificon and sell them there, right?
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was the day I got to Terrificon, like the day we got to our hotel, I literally get a message from this guy being like, "Hey man, sorry, like, you know, he had like a family situation and then a new phone and then he actually ended up moving, blah 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 blah." He goes, "I still want those books, so please don't sell them." So he sent me $200 in e-transfer, and then he's like, I'll send like more money like down, you know, in a few weeks and blah blah blah." I was like, fuck, because I literally was gonna sell or trade some of these books.
Yeah.
So I literally brought like Tales of Suspense 39, Tales of Suspense 40, Silver Surfer 1. Like,
wait. You were gonna trade a
I don't know what I was gonna do with it. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I brought FF 52. I brought FF, 45, like a bunch of bigger books, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was why I was a little bit worried, because I had all those books, right, coming over the border, plus everything. So I didn't want them to be like, "Oh my God, you've got a Tales of Suspense here," like. You know what, like that's like a $10,000 book Canadian, like, you guys are bringing over. So like that's what I was freaking about, is like I thought that they were gonna know their shit, and if we got pulled over, so that's where I was freaking out. But it didn't end up that way, so we're good.
Your car probably pulled away, and the guy was like, "What the fuck was this guy talking about? What a nerd!"
So yeah, but it was good. It was a good time, and we'll talk about Terrificon just a little bit. I know you didn't get a chance to go, so I'll just touch on it a little bit, but yeah, it was a good time, man, and I'm happy to start talking comics again, man. The last 3 weeks, even though it's been busy, I know I didn't tell anybody I was going to take 3 weeks off, but like I did last year at the same time, so I think maybe moving forward I'll probably take like 3 weeks off in August and just call it a YouTube vacation. So yeah, so let's rock it. You ready to rock?
I am. I'm excited to hear about Terrificon. I've spoken to Swag. I've spoken to Jay from Pressable Defects, which I saw many videos. but yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for the good stories from you. I'm still waiting.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get into that. But let's go. Let's start the show. So, summer vacation is over. So, with that, let's go say hello to Mr. Dan De La Torre. What's going on, man? Gold medal for you. Wesley, 1/3 or 1/4 of the 605 crew at Terrificon. So, 605 actually has a special meaning. I can't even tell you guys what it means or how Justin and Wesley came up, with this name, but you had to have been there. But guys, we are forever the 605 crew.
But hold on. I've got evidence here. I actually met Wesley on Friday, and dude, I was blown away. Hey, look how tall this man is. So he's huge, and so young. I'm Metallica. Look at you.
That's proud. The first thing. When I first met Wesley, we were at Mississauga show. He came out of nowhere, and I was like, "Oh shit, hey, who are you?" Like he is so tall. But I had a blast hanging out with Wesley, man. He knows his shit. He's just he just fits so well with us and joking and everything. So if I hope he's gonna be there next year too. So yeah, I can't wait. But Wes, what's going on, brother? Mr. Michael Baker's in the house. Mr. Frank Garcia is in the house. Brandon Silver, newbie rhymes with booby.
There you go.
It does. Yeah, it actually does. Mr. Tim, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you in forever, way too long. Got to catch up. Whether it be over a coffee, me, probably water or a beer. We got to get together, Tim. I miss you, buddy. Hopefully, Fan Expo's next week here in Toronto. So hopefully I get to see a few people. Haven't seen kind of the local people in a while, so it'll be nice. Comic Kingpins are in the house.
Face, baby.
What'd you say? Facebook?
It's face, baby.
Oh yeah, I figured. Yeah, I thought you said Facebook. I'm like,
no,
okay.
Who uses that?
Yeah. Just cruise, bro. We're gonna go on Friday. I was gonna message you just before. My coworker said that she will switch with me, so that means we're going on Friday, dude. So we'll chat after the show. I'll give you a text, Mr. Justin. Dun dun dun. Prime Comic-Con podcast, people. Go check it out. Mr. Nowhere's in here. Mr. RP. I hope you're coming to Fan Expo, dude. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in like probably a year, so it'll be nice to see you. If not in October at the Mississauga show, that'll be pretty dope. Why does Newbie look like the great Oh my god, is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
That's exactly why I was laughing earlier. I just kept doing this. I
Oh
saw
my,
the comment.
oh my gosh, Jesus Christ. Newbie, noob. Any news on my boy Cyclops?
Nope.
No, I hate Cyclops. I still hate
Stop.
Cyclops. I hate Cyclops. I think he's so corny. I just, yeah, I can't. Brandon, I know you love him, so I apologize, man.
Jeez.
I apologize. So, Mr. Vancouver Comic Junkie, or as I like to call him, Mr. VHS.
Yes, he is.
Right? He's killing it right now. He what did he have? He had like 9 copies, I think it was 9 or 6 copies of Roots.
No idea, but all I see is he keeps posting some of these like rare ass old VHSs still sealed, and I gotta say, I miss him big time, man. Hopefully we can get him back on.
I do too. I miss talking to him. I miss having our drinks weekly on a weekly basis. I really do miss that, man. You know, and it's funny because like it wasn't just not like it's funny. Sorry, bad word. It wasn't just always comics. It was always just like shooting the shit, right? So that's kind of what I enjoy and what I miss about it. Mr. Hyper, speaking of another person, what a Blakk Crown and Little Red. Okay, so this new house is so cold, so that's why I just had my hood because I just got a haircut too, and my head is cold. I'm not trying to be like,
how are you fucking cold? It's like 22 degrees Celsius.
Dude, inside my house is like Alaska right now. Legit. It's so cold. I'm like shaking. My feet are shaking. So.
Where'd you move?
Beamsville. So like 8 minutes down the road, but like this is a newer house. So it's like it's bigger, it's better insulated. It's, you know.
It doesn't look like it. You're wearing a hoodie.
That's because the AC's on, dude. Come on.
Sure.
Jesus. AOA's in the house. What's going on, man? So yeah, so we got a few people in here. It's gonna be a good show. You know, just mention your love of Captain America at the border. Yeah, I don't think it works that way. All right, let's get it going, man. Yeah, I gotta ask before we go. Light week, heavy week. What are your thoughts? Because we do get a character and a book that we've been. Oh my god. I hate you guys so much. Oh my god. Wow. I don't even know how we rebound from that. I don't even know how we rebound from that. But all right, let's focus. Let's focus. There is a character that people are or were speculating that it was gonna probably challenge Spider-Boy for a little bit. This is where I wish we would have had like a we'll be right back. You know, like a
dude, I'm crying. I'm crying. Okay, go.
I hate you guys so much. But yeah, we do have one big book, and it's gonna be interesting to see kind of how this book does a little bit down the road. Simply, you know, few people when the book came out were like, oh, maybe it would challenge Spider-Boy. I don't think it will, but you never know. As of right now, today on eBay, they were still selling at $5 Canadian. So it was, you know, on cover. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I hate you guys so much. I never should. I thought it was a safe space.
Dude, he broke me.
Oh, geez.
All right.
Okay. Who's the space? Sean in the chat. No, we can't let the show go off the rails, man. Let's get it together. All right. What book are you most excited about this week before we get started? I want to ask you that because I think there's one, like I just said, right, that everybody, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with it, but I don't think it's going to hit even close to Spider-Boy or anything like that. So I want to ask you, what are you thinking is the book that you're most excited about this week?
So definitely Death of Venom verse 2, Kid Venom. Curious to see how this is going to pan out. We have the Spider-Boy issue, well, Spider-Man 11 that's coming out, so that's going to touch on some of the origin of Spider-Boy. And apparently Spider-Man's going to embrace him as his sidekick in this issue, but for the sake of read, I'm going with
read?
No, like reading. I'm going with Daredevil 14, man. It's the final issue. Zdarsky's
Zdarsky.
Gonzo. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Dope cover too. All right. Well,
Yeah.
with that, let's start it, man. Let's start show 132, which, like I feel like I'm sweating. I feel like the show, we're done. Like we should just,
No, let's do this.
that was the show. So, all right. Let's get it going. Show number 138 for you guys keeping score at home. Let's rock and roll. So today's Dynamite pick of the week is, I'm going to ask you, what do you think? Are we going Disney? Are we going cleavage? What do you think?
I think my gut is always right. And my gut is telling me that no matter what, Newbie's pick of the week is going to disappoint. So I'm going to say you went Disney, but I'm hoping it's that Betty Page cosplay. Let's go.
Ooh, no. No. As I am the biggest toy influencer on YouTube, as you know what, it wasn't even me who said that. No, get out of here, man. This is a family show. Come on.
Yeah.
This is a family show.
Sure.
As Mr. Swaggle has, dubbed me the biggest YouTube toy influencer / shorts. I had to go with toys, man. I really did. First off, I mean, I love Disney, right? I love the toys speculator for I swear to God, man. Oh, fucking hell. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. But no, this one was kind of cool. Those action figure variants, they do pretty well. I thought this was cool. Hades, right? I loved that Hercules movie when I was a kid. I remember going to McDonald's just to buy those plates. I had 3 out of the 5, I think it was. The only one
I still have them.
I think I had the girl, the horse,
Pegasus, baby.
Yeah, Pegasus, Danny DeVito's character, and then I had Zeus, I think. I think I was missing Hercules, and I was missing, who's the other one? There's one more. Oh, and Hades. Those were the 2 that I was missing. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, don't even need to go. I dig it. So, the Disney, the nostalgia really got me.
Yeah, dude, of Disney movies, man, Hercules is definitely up there as one of the best. But yeah, I get it. These action figure covers tend to do well, and this one's pretty badass. I like it. I love the Hades in the movie. But I still think you missed it, man. That Betty Page, she's fine.
I know. I just wanted it to stay family. Just a family show. But I dig it, man. I really do like this, and who knows? It just stuck. So that is this week's Dynamite pick of the week. Great show, guys. Did I miss anything? Yeah. No, I don't know what you missed, man. Yeah. Fucking guy. Make sure, Mr. Jules, I know you're new. Make sure you sub up, for the latest content and toys.
Yes.
So. All right, let's get into it. Ashcan. So we got rare flavors. This looks like me in Cuba, just skinnier, I guess. But this is Ashcan. So here's the thing with this one. It's never going to be printed again. So this is pretty much the first and only ones that you're going to get. Some people dig those ash cans, I always go back to the last Ronin during COVID, right? That art stuff, they didn't do that art, so it was sought after. I remember selling those for like $80 Canadian after. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but I grabbed one of these. What about you?
I did. I grabbed a few, man, especially, dude, I love Ram V. Definitely going to pick these up. I got, I think, 4 on pre-order. So, dude, not everyone, but a good chunk of people do search those ash cans, and I think it's a good grab, man. If you guys missed it on FOC and you do see it out in the wild, I think it's a good grab.
I think so too. I think a few shops are going to have this. There's going to have a few extra. I can definitely see a lot of people possibly going a little bit crazy and then just leaving some books there. It's notorious for a few things. So I could definitely see it, but I definitely picked up one. It's funny because I was talking to Dave the other day and he was like, hey man, are you still alive? Because I haven't picked up my new comic book day books for like a month now. Like it's literally, yeah. I still got like Wonder Woman 800 there. I still got first Layla. I still got first Sarah Scarlet Scarab or whatever the hell it's called. Like
Scarlet Scarab.
Yeah, that's the one. Like I've got a few that I still got to go pick up, but I mean, I felt important when he was like, "Hey, are you okay?" So that was pretty dope.
Your love.
Mr. Comic Vet, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Hope to see you at Fan Expo next weekend, if not at Mississauga show in October, because those are the only 2 shows coming up in the GTA. So we'll see. Failure to spec, newbie. Oh my God. I swear to God.
There's more titles that we have, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of all the Moon Knight stuff, we get a What If Dark Moon Knight. So we get the first appearance of Luminary. I hope I pronounced that well because Hyper's in here, and I know he's going to be like, Mr. Spell Check here. But what are your thoughts on this? A lot of Moon Knight first appearances in the last, 30 to 45 days. Anything there that we should maybe be thinking twice or looking twice?
I know there's 2 other neat covers, but I'd be picking up this one, the cover A. These What If characters, you never know if they're going to hit, right? But
No.
yeah, I think this is a cool concept, man. I'm curious to see what this one's going to be about. I didn't get a chance to read it in advance, but yeah, man, I'm picking this up.
That's the thing with these What If characters, right? Like eventually one is going to have to hit, and then everyone's just going to go chase all of them. But I don't know. I don't know. I see a lot of these kind of still in the dollar bins or in the, percentage off rack, depending on what your shop has. Like mine sometimes has 25, 30, 40, and then 50% on certain books. So I don't know. I'm okay passing on this one. I'm not the biggest Moon Knight fan, so we'll see. I would still watch the Marvels over Moon Knight.
Stop, man.
Or Miss Marvel, sorry, Miss Marvel. I would still watch Miss Marvel. I would still watch Secret Invasion over Moon Knight. I really would. Nah, you did good, Rasta newbie.
Yes,
Jesus. All right. We touched on it a little bit at the beginning of the show, but here it is, people. So we got the Death of the Venomverse number 2. First Kid Venom. Now, I was reading a few comments with people kind of talking about this. Furbird he was actually talking about it on his Instagram, and the comments were a little funny. And then, how you kind of sometimes get lost in the Instagram world where you're in one account and in a comment, and then you go to like another thing, and then they're talking about it, and then you like meet a bunch of new people and they're talking about it. Well, pretty much what I got from the comments is nope for this one. A lot of people are saying no, but let's rewind a few weeks ago, just before FOC and even the week of FOC. Everybody was saying that this is going to be huge. This is going to be massive. This is going to be, I was going to say Kid Spider, Spider Boy's nemesis. And this is the one that, like if you're specking on Spider Boy to be there long term or down the road, that you should probably get this one and yada yada. How do you feel about it? Because realistically, I was kind of on the same feeling, and then you kind of twisted my arm and how we were talking about it for a little bit. I mean, I got 2 copies myself, but what do you think now, now that we're getting close to it, less than 12 hours away from shops being open? Like, what are your thoughts here now with the book?
I like the character, dude. I haven't been keeping an eye out on what's happening on the secondary market at the moment, but I could tell you that I do expect to see these on shelves. I don't think it's going to completely sell out. It's a neat character, and in fact, I also got to see the design of another character that's going to appear in the book, and it's Chaos Engine, and he looks fucking badass. I absolutely love it, but look, I don't think this is going to blow up the same way Spider-Boy did. I think people comparing... not a great comparison. Let's see how it pans out. But like, look, we got Necroco, the anime.
Yeah, the manga.
The manga one. That was the 1 in 25 went from what, $200 to now it's under $100, right?
200 to it is now $85.
Yeah, there you go. The drop is there. So speculation wise, I don't know, man. I don't think this is something worthy of speculating. But hey, at a $5 buy-in, man, it's not a bad idea to pick it up right now. Yeah, Jules.
I swear to God, man. I thought I was in a safe space. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people think, you got a Venom character, you got a symbiote character. it's got to go up against Spider-Boy. Comic Kim saying, watch it be Dylan. I mean, Donny Cates isn't writing it, so I don't think it's going to be that, because then you could throw maybe Virus in there. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. You guys are killing me in the chat, bro. Shout out to Grimsby. Yeah, shout out to Grimsby. I don't live in Grimsby anymore, but shout out to oh shoot, yeah, Justin, I moved, so you can't send my cards to Grimsby. Shoot, I gotta change that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Like I said, I think this one's still gonna be on shelves. I think there's not gonna be a big one, that you're gonna miss. Jules was awesome at the Woodstock convert in the 90s. I don't think a lot of people know what we're talking about when we talk about Jules. So I hate all of you that are a part of this. So
you single, only Tom could judge me. So
God. But yeah. Anyway, we did touch on it. So it is gonna be a quick new comic book day. But yeah, we did touch on it. We do get Daredevil 14 or 11. Which one is it again?
14.
Yep. Last issue for Chip. Then we also have Spider-Man 11, which is the origin. So it's interesting how there's been, I think it's been 2 or 3 books now that kind of have that origin of Spider-Boy, right? So it's going to be interesting to see down the road kind of what happens with that. Similar to kind of like Galactus, right? Galactus's origin is over like 6-7 books. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
To be honest with you, the Edge of Spider-Verse 3 kind of touched on his origin, but it wasn't entirely an origin. It kind of felt like in the moment what's happening with Spider-Boy, and he was mentioning things that have happened in the past, whereas apparently this issue is going to actually show things that did happen. So I guess that's maybe how you can differentiate. Maybe this will be labeled the origin, who knows? But yeah, no, Edge of Spider-Verse 3 didn't exactly feel like the origin. I thought it would be. At least that's what it was pretty much promoted as. But yeah, I think this is going to be more of an origin telling than that one.
Yeah. And not to mention, right? Like it's I think the big part of this is, the origin aside, is the fact that Spider-Man is going to acknowledge him as his sidekick, right? Like that's pretty much what we're, kind of doing. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't expect that book to kind of go a little bit crazy, but then again, I didn't expect that Spider-Man book last week to go crazy for, what was it? First, what was it?
Are you talking about MJ as Jackpot there?
Yeah, or something like that. I can't remember. It was like issue 31. I can't remember. The one that came out last week, and we were talking about it, remember? Because it was reaching like $15, and then now it's like cover, if not less. But
cover on that one, if I'm not mistaken, was a $9.99 book.
Oh shit, was it? Damn.
Yeah. So it did.
Oh, it was, yeah, because I remember the Negative Space one with Miss Marvel was on it, right? The yellow one. Yeah, that was like one of their variants for it. So yeah.
But mentions Void Rivals 3, man.
Oh yeah, you're on that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm pumped about that one.
All right. Well, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the news before we go and talk about Terrificon, even though it happened like 3 weeks ago. Big shout outs to everybody that went to Terrificon. Big shout outs to everybody that's saving money. Now, I will throw this out there. If you save $25 a week until then, till the next Comic-Con, you basically have $1,400. How do I know that? Justin told me. So that's what he said. He said it very confidently because I forget what we were talking about. And he's like, yeah, man, just save $25 a week. Boom. $1,400 next Terrificon. I was like, damn, okay. That's pretty good. I like it. So what's going on? How you doing, man? All right. Let's get going. Comic news. This one came out like 2 weeks ago, but because I haven't been around and, a few people didn't talk about it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about it. So Disney's launching a Marvel crime. The first thing I thought of is the fact that, like, I got 2 sisters. Most of my cousins are females. Most of my coworkers are females. They all love crime. Like it's crazy. So maybe this is their way of kind of getting like more females involved. I don't know. But a series for adults. Who's that starring? Jessica Jones, somebody I've been specking on for a very long time. Luke Cage and Daredevil. Now, we already know that Daredevil is coming, with the Echo show. He's been in She-Hulk. He's getting the Devil Reborn stuff. So it's going to be around Jessica Jones makes sense. Luke Cage makes sense. Street level characters in New York. It just makes sense. I'm expecting to see these characters in Echo, to be honest with you. If I'm going to play devil's advocate here, or, like just a sleeper pick to see in that show, I think Echo presents us with seeing Luke Cage, seeing us with Jessica Jones, possibly not too much of Daredevil. I know that they had teased that we're only going to see Daredevil in episode 4 of Echo, but who knows? So we'll see. But what are your thoughts on not necessarily these characters showing up, but just this like Marvel crime series? Do you think it has legs? Do you think it's going to catch, or what do you think?
So this is going to be a comic, right? This is what they're doing. They're dropping a comic series based on this.
Yes.
Okay, so dude, look, I think it's cool, man. I'm all for it. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil. Ironically, they left out Iron Fist, but
nobody cares about Iron Fist.
Oh, stop it!
Who cares about Iron Fist? Name me somebody who likes Iron Fist.
Jules, now is your time. Enter the chat. But but yeah, no, dude. Hey, I dig Iron Fist, man. But am I crazy about him? No, I'm not. But I think this is pretty cool, man. If it's gonna be coming out as a comic, I'll pick it up.
It's not a comic.
There you go. So if it's a TV show, well, even better. But I'm a bit confused because, yeah, of course, there he is. If this is coming out as a TV series, I'm a bit puzzled because the news broke, what, a week, 2 weeks ago, somewhere around there?
Yeah, somewhere. It was just before. I think it was the week after Terrificon.
Okay, well, this is news to me. So at this point, now if it's going to be a TV show, like I said, I'm a bit puzzled because there's the writer strike, the actor strike, and so forth. There's been lots of rumors when it comes to anything happening with Disney, things being delayed. So we'll see. But I'm all for it, whether it's a comic or on Disney Plus. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just have a tough time if it's gonna be a Marvel crime TV series. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm okay. So here's my thought. I'm envisioning Criminal Minds, but with them. So they're like, hey, we just got this case. We got to fly out, and then they're on this jet, and then they fly out, and then like that's just kind of how I'm picturing it. Because like, what are you gonna do? Like your low level character. I mean, Luke Cage obviously a bit more than Jessica Jones, but like Jessica Jones, like, I don't know. Like I just yeah. So I don't know where it could go. I think this is one of those things that I think that maybe they're just trying all this stuff, just because like a lot of things aren't hitting like they used to, right? A lot of this, like, let's be honest, right? Like a lot of the stuff that they've put out, Marvel, hasn't been good, right?
So hold up, just want to clarify because as you're talking, I'm pulling up the article and it's saying that this is going to be 19 crime novels or something like that. Or hold on, yeah, the first novel released will be about Jessica Jones, so it's going to be novels. Hey, cool. I think it's pretty neat, man. Again, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil. I'm okay with it. Let's see how this pans out, but
yeah, I don't know.
Nothing huge here. I'll probably read it online.
Yeah. All right, let's shift gears here. We were talking about what if characters.
Oh shit.
And a lot of like toys sometimes come out, but this one, again, Animated Times got this one like 4 days ago. But we finally get the What If Marvel's Goliath. So I'm assuming we're going to get this character in the What If series when it comes out. That's slated to come out, I think, in the spring next year, but that could totally change now. Well, I say spring, but I really mean like, I think January, February. But usually when they do some of this stuff, like it kind of means it's obviously happening. So we got this character. And do you remember, I think it was like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I had posted it, but it was like that Native American character. Do you remember? It was same thing. It was like blue, white, and black. So I don't know if they're trying to maybe show a certain colorway here, but like these characters are going to be showing up. It is what it is. I wouldn't be chasing any like, Goliath comic or anything like that. But you excited? What's going
on? Dude. First off, I loved What If. I think it was one of the best things to come out of Disney besides Loki. But dude, season 2 looks like it's going to be stacked. And okay, they're bringing Goliath forth. Cool little look here. I dig. But again, this also ties into the same thing I was just talking about with the delays and so forth. Like,
I think everything moving forward until the strikes are like settled is going to be delayed. Like if you were expecting a movie, it's just going to be delayed. We're probably going to enter a space where we're not going to be talking about anything because of the fact that everything is going to be delayed or on strike. Right? Like no one's really talking about that, but like that should be a topic too. Like we're probably going to run out of a few things. So
I'm actually going to try to zoom in on this picture because it does look like he's got somewhat of an Ant-Man suit going on here.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, and there was another picture. So if you do actually go to Animated Times' Instagram and like it's got like 3 or 4 pictures of it. I just wanted to get the front of it, but on the back it does have like a better picture of like the helmet. But it's definitely Ant-Man for sure. And when I first passed by it, I actually thought it was Ant-Man. I was like, oh shit, they're doing like a blue or space Ant-Man, and then so
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, right. So.
Pretty
It's
cool.
Interesting to see what happens with it, but we'll see. Comic Journey's in the house. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Sup?
Wasabi.
Sup? Oh wait, before we go, I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever watched the show Hawaii 5-0?
Of course.
Are you serious?
The new one or
Define new?
Like, well, the later ones that came out not too long ago.
Yeah, like a few years ago or something like that. They drive that like silver Camaro or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, my wife's been watching that lately.
Really?
Apparently, she's been a fan of it. Like the other day, she was talking. She's like, oh yeah, I'm back to watching Hawaii because I guess they put it on Netflix or whatever. And the other day, I was like. She fell asleep and I didn't want to move to get the remote. So I was like, oh my God, this show is terrible. Like the show is terrible. Like the acting, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Dude,
then,
my dad used to watch the original one.
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but then like now I'm like watching it like before the show. Like I got home and I was like, we watched like 2 episodes. And she said, do you want me to like continue or do you want me to wait? I was like, so now I'm like, wait. No, so like I don't know. So it is what it is. Just a sidebar. I just wanted to know if anybody was watching the show because I feel like me and my wife are the only people that are watching it. So we'll see. All right, moving on.
Yes,
we've got a rumor that basically if I had to put money on it, I would assume that this is probably a 95% for sure thing that's going to happen. Like I really do. There's just been too much smoke. Here's the only thing. This is one of those cases where I don't want to get my heart broken again. What do I mean by that? There's been rumors of Gambit showing up in the MCU or just in general with Solo Project or in the X-Men, not the Gambit that we got in that crap ass X-Men, whatever. I can't remember which one he was in, but it's just been noted. So I don't know. I just don't want my heart to be broken again. Now, BC, you and I have talked about this many, many times. This Deadpool 3, they're going to bring in so many characters to kill them off. It's mostly going to be kind of like not necessarily a joke, but it's just going to be one of those things that's like, oh, come on, like whatever. So it's going to be short-lived, obviously, but I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. I'm hoping that the prices on this book go down because I've wanted to kind of get a 9.8 of this book.
Which book?
I mean, the market says it's the Thong book, right? I believe it's the annual.
Okay.
But I just feel like they're so cheap that you could probably get both of them. So
yeah,
we'll see. But what are your thoughts on seeing Gambit? I'm not even going to say if we see Gambit because I'm going to be honest with you. We are definitely going to see him. He's just going to die. He's going to be quick. You remember in Deadpool 2 when, the X-Men kind of closed the door, right? I think that's what we're going to get because I don't think that they're going to bring in Gambit to kind of fight. It's basically going to be Wolverine and Deadpool's show, right? So I don't think any of that stuff's going to happen. But what are you thinking, man? Because
according to rumors,
I think the book's going to drop.
according to rumors, absolutely everybody's going to be in this film, and I agree with Chris when he says that. Well, if Superman can be played by Nick Cage, Channing Tatum could totally pull off Gambit. Dude, look, I think it would be awesome if they do this, especially with the fact that like fans, us geeks, moviegoers, and followers of the MCU have been anticipating the arrival of Gambit, played by Channing Tatum, for how long now? Right? It's been quite some time.
At least 10 years.
So it kind of feels like, you know how the fan casting gets, going with example, we got Krasinski as Reed Richards, kind of the same thing. I feel like this is how it's going to play out. I think we'll end up seeing Gambit within the movie if this is to be true, and I don't expect it to be long. Kind of like what you just said, it would be something more on a short little appearance, and maybe he'll be in the movie in the background, maybe 2 times, 3 times, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a, and it's similar to when we were getting Doctor Strange and when we were getting Spider-Man, right? There was all those rumors of all those people coming, and everybody was like, oh my God, we're going to get Superior Iron Man. And oh my God. And it's like they were literally either not in the movie, or if they were in the movie, it was for like 2 seconds, right?
Yep.
Like, remember when people thought like, Miss Carter was going to be there. Deadpool was going to be in there because of that glass shattering, and there was all those like pictures and stuff. So I don't know. I think this is just going to be a really quick thing. So $10 super chat. Congrats, Newbie, on the new house. Oh, thanks, man. Even though like I am suspended by YouTube until September 24th, but hey, that's another story. I better have that thong too. Yeah. So I'm excited for it. Now, sticking with Deadpool and rumors, I think this one was something that a few people, caught on to. Anything Wolverine related is just going to get, a lot of heat and a lot of attention. But Hugh Jackman reportedly met with Marvel Studios for a big role in Avengers Secret Wars. Here's the first thing that came to mind. Right now, Hulk 181's a little hot just because of he's going to be in Deadpool 3. I think you got some time. Why? Because everything's going to be pushed back. So after Deadpool next year, it's slated to come out next year, right?
Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah. So next year, 2024.
It's on strike now.
So let's say late 2024, maybe February 2025. That means everything's going to be pushed back. That means essentially we were supposed to get the first Secret Wars in 2026, I remember, 2027, can't remember, right? So that's going to be pushed back to probably 29 or 30. That means that if you want a Hulk 181, you should probably wait. No, because if he's going to have a big role, that's when you want to buy it.
Well, dude, the fact that he's even in Deadpool alone, people are, well, Hulk 181's always going to be a big book, no matter whether he's in the MCU or not.
Yeah, but where it is right now, it's a little hot.
What I think is impressive, price-wise, it's fine. I think it's where it's always been, almost. But when it comes to the amount of copies moving, I think that's what's impressive right now. Literally last week, I think there was about 13 copies that sold within a 1-week span. That's nuts. That's such high prices, right?
You're looking at
$13,000, $13,000. Like,
yeah. Here's the thing too, though. And Colossus, big shout outs to Colossus, by the way. He's kind of in the Burlington. I mean, I'm more away now since I'm in Beamsville, but I rep Burlington. Colossus is right though. By the time that we get some of these characters, like people that are specking on. And look, I love the guy. Iron Man's my guy. But like, even the people that are saying, "Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is going to come back," and this and that, it's like, by the time we maybe get these characters, they're going to be very old. Like Hugh Jackman, like people think he's like 40 years old. Hugh Jackman's like mid 50s, I think. No,
I believe
late 50s, I think, something like that. It's not like he's 39 years old. Yeah, dude, I think he's like 54 or 56.
I remember seeing Hugh Jackman talking about how the shape he had to get into for Wolverine, and now that he's back within Deadpool 3 and there's these delays, it's like I could imagine how much more he's got to hit the gym in between to maintain, right? So, but dude, him showing up in Avengers Secret Wars, I think that would be awesome, man. And I could imagine, of course, with Deadpool 3, from what it's sounding like, with all this, multiversal jumping that's going to be taking place with Deadpool and Wolverine, they're probably going to be the cause for so many fucking incursions that, yeah, I would imagine Wolverine ends up in Secret Wars at some point, right?
Yeah. And I'm sure that we're going to get a few of those questions answered in Loki too. because that's what's happening. It's connected to what just happened. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore with these movies and these shows. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah. But I also want to say that I never made the comment just simply because I don't like really talking about stuff that like every channel on YouTube talks about. Like, it just makes no sense. But like the yellow suit, I was always hoping for him to be in the yellow suit. I really was. And then I saw him in the yellow suit and I'm like,
It's the
like
sleeves. The sleeves threw you off.
yeah, I don't know. And people were like, oh, maybe it's because he doesn't have the mask on. It's like, no, I don't think so. I think I'm good with just him like jeans and a t-shirt and just like ripping people's heads off. Like, to be honest with you.
No, toss 39 solids.
Oh my God. You guys don't even know, man. You guys don't even know. All right, let's shift gears here from X-Men and go into some toys, ladies and gentlemen. And we won't touch too long on this. We'll just touch this. But man, about 3-4 months ago, we got that not that ad. We got that news break that Funko's, they were throwing away like, I think it was like $700 million worth or something like that. Of like shit that they didn't want to use. Now all of a sudden, Funko plans 30% reduction, in products and posts 73 million in losses. Why am I even working? Like, just give me the money. Give me $73 million worth of shit Funkos. Even if I get 50 cents for them, I'll be good. But like, dude, this is crazy. Here's why I put this up. I know we talk, we joke when we talk about toys and things like that, but I'm definitely seeing Funkos going down the rabbit hole of Beanie Babies, like 100%. I don't know how you feel. I know you collect like the bigger ones, right? That come with like a book
No, I
behind
do.
it.
Look, you can see them there. I have quite a few Funkos, but look, it makes sense now that they're reaching the point where they're at such a big loss, because I feel like what they're putting out, like I'll walk into, let's say, a Toys R Us, right? And you hit the Funko section. There's so many Funkos
Yeah.
of different pop culture things, right? But like there's certain ones that hits just a niche market. And example, I don't know, we'll say Seinfeld, even Marvel stuff. Like not everybody wants to pick up every single character for Marvel. You're gonna pick up the ones
No.
you like. That's what I did. I picked up the ones I like. That huge fucking Galactus one you're talking about with Silver Surfer, I thought it was cool. I found it on sale at 29 instead of 59, so I bought it. But like I said, they pump out so many of these pop culture characters and so forth. Like there's from The Office, there's like literally anything you could think of, they make it. So it was bound to happen at this point, right? Not everyone's gonna pick up everything. So
I think because like people went nuts when their Beanie Babies didn't hit, right? Like we all hear those stories about people that thought, they had the rarest ones and they were going to put their kids through college and this and that. And then they were like nothing, right? There are some Funkos that are worth a pretty penny, but then again, it's only worth something if somebody wants it, right? We always say that about comics, right? Like BC, we've got big boy books and sometimes they go up for sale. We have them there and they don't sell.
yeah.
Right. And it's just because people don't want to buy it, even though it's a big thing. So like, I don't know. It's only a matter like it's only important or valuable when somebody wants it. Now, I just see, because there's so many channels, there's so many Instagram, like the biggest Funko person is actually in my area. Top Pop. He's like the biggest Funko Pop guy there is, or person, sorry. He gets flown out to everything. Like he basically has made a really good life based on it. And that's great for him, right? But like I just like I don't think in 5 years I think Funkos are gonna be like big. I think like the way they're going, I think they're gonna be done.
No, look, dude, you go on Instagram. There's so many Funko accounts and followers and so forth. People love Funkos. There's a Funko fan base. It's kind of like comics, right? Comics goes on a low, comes back on a high. Like it's just a collectible, and I don't think it'll completely die out. But like I said, speaking just the financials here with the $73 million loss, kind of makes a little bit of sense, man, provided how much stuff they've been putting out. They just keep coming at you with stuff like out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
example, we'll talk, I don't know, He-Man. I dig He-Man. I don't know how you feel about He-Man, but are you going to pick up all the fucking characters of He-Man? No.
So I actually, at one point, before I met my wife, I had a shelf. And even before I started Newbie and all that, like I was still collecting comics and whatever. But I was like, you know what? I had seen this one account where he basically had shelves right behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Like those glass ones at IKEA, right? The
Yeah.
three, whatever. And he basically had all the Tony Stark, all the Iron Man, and then like all the big ones. And I thought, dude, that's actually sick. Like that looks cool. Like what if I would do that? So like I literally made a shelf, went to IKEA, bought a shelf, went and found all the Iron Mans that I could find. And I thought, this is sick. Then I started, bringing girls home and they were like, oh, who's this? What is it? And I just totally was like a big turn up. I was like, oh yeah, no, this is a loser. And I got out of Funkos for that.
But dude,
and now I see the same Funkos that I was collecting. I remember paying like $40 to $60 for a Funko, and those same Funkos
when was this, man?
are like $10 now.
COVID times?
No, this was like 2000 and I'd say probably 2012, 2011.
What I want to say is, and just to add a little bit to what Colossus Collector was saying is, he's asking, do you think people buy them as an investment like people did with beanies? Look, a lot of people with Funkos, they're chasing those scarce ones, right? The chases, they're all of that stuff. So I think on that aspect, yes, like if you're gonna find one of those more rarer ones, or you get the chases, those are clearly worth a little more. I'm in some Facebook groups for Funkos where I see people buying them up at crazy prices because they're scarce, right? There's certain ones that are scarce and people want those ones. So again, that brings me to my point with the mass production of so many characters and so forth. People are hunting the bigger ones, whereas the more common ones tend to get a little less love on the shelves. You have, like I said, you could have Seinfeld, you could have the Friends characters, you could have so much stuff. On my end, what's going to interest me is the superhero stuff. So I will pick up some superhero ones. Am I going to get all of them? No, I'll pick up the ones I like. So that's what I mean by you're attracting. No, but you're attracting that niche market, right? So at least in my opinion, too many Funkos.
Yeah, I don't know. There's going to be some. Now, I will say, and I've shown Rocksteady, I've shown a few people who I talk to on a regular basis. Like there are some there are some Funkos that like you can find at the dollar store and you'd be amazed. You're like, holy crap, this is here. Like it's insane. And you do your math, you do your research, you go on YouTube, you go on eBay, you go on these things and you can see it's like, how do they have this like, what is it, chase or exclusive pop here? It's selling on eBay for like $30-$40 and then it's at the dollar store.
I've never once seen a chase at the dollar store. That is non-existent.
I've seen exclusives, I've seen special editions, those
barely count. The ones that dude, there's people that collect certain stickers, right? So I'll give you an example. I have, I don't know, let's say a Scarlet Spider one that says special edition, but realistically that's a Target exclusive. So the special edition will hit the shelf at, let's say, $10, but that Target one, people want that sticker specifically, so they'll pay more for that.
Hey man, when I see exclusive or special edition, I'm like, for $1 I'll take a chance. Just saying. All right, this one is gonna hit home with a lot of us, but this has been something that's been talked about for a long time. I'm not going to put a number on it, but the last couple of weeks it has been heating up. Mattel, obviously, with the success of Barbie and things like that. We talked about it a few weeks ago too. How Mattel was going to open up kind of their playbook and to see what they could do with certain projects and certain properties. So this one, like when I came to Canada, I watched the TV show.
Yeah,
BC. I know you did. Rocksteady. Like there's a bunch of us that always talk about this. I'm super pumped for this. I love sharks, watch Shark Week. I'm all about this. I need this now, though. I don't need this 10-year project, or like what I mean by that is don't tease me now if this isn't going to come out in the next like 6 to 12 months. Like teasing this and then bringing the project out in 2 years, it's like don't get me wrong, I'm going to watch it, but it's just going to be kind of like a big fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, look, I'm happy that Street Sharks is making its way back with Mattel, and we're gonna see it in toy form. But I would love to see it back on a regular cartoon basis, right? So, like, I honestly, now that I think of it, I should totally introduce my kid to the original cartoons. But yeah, man, dude, Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars.
I was just gonna say, yeah, Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks, like this. Like I feel like I'm a kid again, and I have to like pinch myself sometimes to be like, oh yeah, I'm not like 10, I'm 35, and I've got responsibilities. So
totally.
But what are you more excited about if you had to pick Biker Mice from Mars or Street Sharks? Which one would you pick?
Well, I'm gonna say Biker Mice from Mars because of the fact it's actually gonna be a cartoon again, whereas this is just toys. I'm not the biggest toy collector, so this doesn't wow me in any way, but yeah, it's going to be cool to see it back as a toy. But
remember, hold on, toys aside, but remember what we talked about a few weeks ago. Mattel said that they were going to open up their books to look at their properties, and they want to do more film, more shows.
I hope so. If they do
that,
I
think, I'm not in marketing, at all, but I do think that, with them launching the toys, I think it's one of those ways they could gauge the popularity. So everybody out there go at least buy one figure. I think that's something that they could do. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. When Barbie's Street Shark crossover movie coming. Yeah, that would be a good one. I still haven't seen Barbie. Have you seen Barbie? Do you plan on seeing Barbie?
Why would I go watch Barbie?
Dude, there's a ton of dudes going to see Barbie. There's nothing wrong with going to see Barbie.
It has nothing to do with dudes or not dudes. I just don't feel like watching Barbie.
Oh, God. All right. Well, before we take off.
Yeah, man.
Our boy, Mr. Rocksteady, couldn't be here. He is fighting for I think it was the J Division 3 under 39 Silver Slugger Edmonton West Division 5 championship in softball or baseball. So he wasn't able to join us, but we're wishing him luck. They came in third place at some tournament like 2 months ago. So big shout outs to Rocksteady. Yeah, he's not here. So make sure to follow him. There's his Instagram. There's his YouTube. I know he doesn't do a lot of YouTube, so just go follow him anyway. Support what we do. Next up, I don't even have to promote you because you're already here, but episode 13, Mr. Matt Forge is showing up, even though 13 is my number, one of the many, but Blakk Crown. Let the people know, man.
Yes, sir.
Where they can find you.
I think it's time to update your photos, but yeah, man. Episode 13 is going to be dropping this Sunday, going live with Matt Forge, so that's going to be a great time with Pressable Defects. Defects making their way back to YouTube this September, so that's going to be super fun and interesting. Can't wait. Following that, the week after, though, keep an eye out because I'm going to have Matt DeVoe from Cover Price on the show. And then the week after that, we have another special guest. I have another special guest that I won't spill the beans yet. Won't spill the beans yet, but that's gonna be
girl.
No, absolutely not her for episode 15. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun one, man. I'm excited.
All right, perfect. Can't wait.
I just want to mention to everybody here in the chat. Current subscriber count, I just checked, is at 218. At 250, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so do subscribe, follow. Let's have some fun, and yeah, man. Oh, and by the way, just since we're counting statistics, Justin from the Comic Con podcast still has more views than Newbie's show on my channel. So, yep.
Yo, challenge accepted. Challenge fucking accepted. All right. Lot can change in a year, so let's just wait. Yeah, we'll give it a year and then let it marinate, and we'll see. Mm-hmm. What's the view count for that? Just so I can tell people to just be like, hey, can you go watch this?
So let me check. Which, by the way, Sunday that just passed, I had One True Nerd King. The one before that was Swaggle House. So go check those replays. Let's go get those numbers up. But Yeah. He's way ahead of you. He's at 337 views, sir.
What
He's
am I at?
you're at like 250 something, but I'm hoping
You
that
mean to tell me that there's 83 people that like Justin better than me?
probably. I would say a lot more. They just don't know my channel, but
More.
yeah. So episode 13 is gonna have Matt Forge. Episode 14 we're gonna have Matt DeVoe from Cover Price, and episode 15 I won't spoil. Hopefully episode 16 we can get Jules. That's my goal. So.
And we got to show some love to the Comic-Con podcast, Justin and Zach. Make sure to go follow them. I say that very religiously and with a lot of love. I love these guys. But, you know, we've recently all been on. We've all been hanging out, or some of us at Terrificon, but we've all been on the show. Greg was just on it to do a recap for the Terrificon show. So make sure to follow all of those. Go check the rewinds. Come on, people. It's a great podcast. You can listen to it in and out. Great stuff. Always good content. So make sure to go follow those guys. All right, man. That was a good show. Good warm up. My light fixture like broke, so that's kind of cool.
Booyah.
You know what happened? You know what they say, right? When you're shining so bright, stars break, or I don't know. I think I
Yeah,
made that
sure,
one up.
whatever. Before you get into Terrificon talk, because you said you wanted to talk briefly about that, I do want to just say very quickly. I know we were talking stats, numbers, and all that shit. Realistically, don't even care about any of it. I do appreciate you guys all hopping on. It's been a blast since launching the channel, but shout out to you. I missed you. It's been what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
So happy to see you back, and I appreciate you, bro.
Man, dude, I love you, and you know what? It's gonna be it's gonna be a good time. Doing this again on a weekly basis. We got to get together before probably the summer or the winter comes. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit more card, a little bit more sports stuff. I'm still gonna be doing comics, but I do want to say one thing. Just before we quickly talk about Terrificon, I actually came across this yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Claim.
And it's actually a numbered 19 of 250.
So I will take that. Thank you.
And the second I sent this to a few card shops, they were like, "Oh, dude, I know somebody about. Dude, I got somebody." Like, it was very quick. So now I don't know if I have something special or if they're just trying to pull my leg. I don't know. But
I do know an LA Kings fan.
I was chasing the Connor Bedard MVP card, which I did not get, but it is what it is.
What?
So we'll see. But yeah, we can talk. We can definitely talk. But yeah, dude, honestly, I just want to say, I know it's like 3 weeks have passed. So we got 49 weeks left until the next Terrificon. I know. Oh my God, why are you talking about it? But you know what? It does come up very quick. Me, Wes, and Greg were talking on the ride there. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it's here. Oh my God, I can't believe it's here. You're there. It's a blast. And then it's over. And you're like, I can't believe it's over. Like, I legit can't believe it's over. It's a good show. I would recommend anybody on the East Coast just because it's easy. Dude, literally, $25 a week, $1,400 a year from now, you can afford it. It's a great show. A lot of people to meet, a lot of good times. It is just a great time. And you just get to be, it's just a different experience, man. It's one of my favorite comic shows. So yeah, definitely be there. I know you said you were gonna try to be there.
Yep. No,
you said that last year, so I don't know.
I am 1,000% going to be there. I said this the first show when I had I think it was Swaggle House on stream on my show. I said it. I said, guys, clip this. Hold me against it. I will be there 1,000% next year. No way I'm missing this for a third year. So
yeah, you have to. I think I did have this guy's. Oh no, I think I got this like ice rep card, but it is him. So I don't know. But apparently that Kopitar card is the best one. Yeah.
But hold on, we got to get more Canadians to Terrificon, and I just saw Colossus Collector saying that he's going to be there. So let's round up the troops, man. Let's take over. Let's have fun. Not take over fully. Let's just have a great time.
Then we need to talk, because I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a quick drive, but there's so many stops on the way there that is like, you're like, whoa, like it's a good time. Wes and Greg can account for it. Like, we stopped at like so many Targets, so many Walmarts, so many shops. on the way
I
there.
thought you
And
were
back.
gonna say you stopped at Denny's. You stopped at
No,
like
no,
Applebee's.
actually, they stopped at Denny's, and apparently in a parking lot that I almost died in because I got street cred from the Connecticut guys. They were like, "Dude, you're still alive?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So yeah, it was pretty crazy, and we're getting a suite next year. So
There you go, getting the suite. Wow, kicking Newbie out. Fuck yeah.
I don't think he's gonna kick me out. I don't think so. But
100%, dude. From the stories I heard, guys, we're gonna pull back the curtain, man, because yes, the boys talk. We have Instagram chats where we all chat, and I don't want to sleep with neither Greg or Newbie in the same room. That's all I'm gonna say. Justin confirmed some things, and I just don't want to be there.
wow, that's crazy. It's actually more Greg than me. So
I don't know, man.
it's more Greg than me.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think I'll take the bathtub. I'll just stay there. Close the door.
But it's gonna be a good time, man. Like I've already started saving for next year's show. I was gonna say next week, next year's show. So definitely gonna try. I'm also gonna try to do the Baltimore one, not this year, just because it's early, but next year I'm definitely circling that one as another one too, just because it's like eerily similar to Terrificon from what I hear. So
yeah. Wes, I see the comment in the chat. So hit me up. We'll get a room. Maybe Justin, and obviously Zach wasn't there this year. So
I can't believe you guys are kicking me out, man. Just tell me now.
No. We're not kicking you out.
Just tell me now.
We're keeping you out.
I'll just go do another show. I'll just go to like a toy show or something.
Yeah, cards. Isn't that your thing?
Whatever. Any last words before we take off, brother?
No, I've said all I wanted to say. Like I said, I appreciate you, especially that you're back. It's been 3 weeks. And yeah, man, I'm excited to get back into this with you guys, man. I missed Rocksteady. Hopefully Justin could join us. I feel like he was missing tonight. That's what we needed.
Yeah, I honestly should have asked him to join the show, and I apologize, Justin.
No. I feel like he wasn't even in the chat so much, right? Like,
yeah, no,
Justin.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, Justin was not in the chat at all.
I love it.
Yeah, all right, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh, the stare down.
I do have to change my address. All right, we'll see you next Tuesday. Enjoy New Comic Book Day. I was gonna say don't ruin any show, but there's no show coming. Ahsoka is hitting the 23rd. So what is that? 23rd is next 19, 20, 20, next Tuesday, next Wednesday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I did not do that Star Wars challenge where you watch 2 episodes for like 30 days and then the Clone Wars stuff, and then you can understand what's going on. So I'm gonna be completely lost watching this, but I'm gonna like it. So we'll see.
All right.
It is what it is. All right. And I promise I won't do any episode.
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, no. I would never do that because I'll be like, oh my God, it was a 9 out of 10, or like it was a 4 out of 10, and people would just fucking kill me. So I won't do that. I'm just gonna watch the show like a fan. We'll see. So all right. We'll check you guys next Tuesday. Enjoy New Comic Book Day.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.